Day 2 started dreadfully for Matt's 11. They lost Matt White early on in the day, and Hamid al-Bashir the very next delivery to leave them reeling in their first innings. Incumbent skipper Michael Johnson was dismissed by an absolute peach from Rob al-Bashir, and Matt's 11's hopes looked just about done. Someone forgot to mention that to Jack Sullivan, who came out all guns blazing, hitting his highest score at the WCG of 36 to get his side within 7 runs of Brennan's 11's first innings total, which breathed life back into the contest. Brennan's 11 were moving along soundly in their second innings until a dubious LB decision started the rot, in which they lost all their 7 second innings wickets in a dramatic final session to be bowled out for 58, which leaves Matt's 11 needing 66 to win the match, level the series and retain the trophy. Day 3 coming up next. Welcome to the WCG for Day 3 of this third and deciding test match between Matt's 11 and Brennan's 11. It's D-Day for both sides in relation to the test series. Brennan's 11 lead 1-0 as it stands, but Matt's 11, if they can conquer this 66-run target, will level the series, and by virtue of winning last year's series, will retain the trophy. Matt's 11 looked dead and buried at the end of the first session yesterday, but managed to turn that right around thanks to Jack Sullivan and a great bowling performance late in the day, which sees them 66 runs away from glory. But they'll have to do what they've never done at the WCG and chase a score above 50 to win a match. It's all to play for in this opening session of Day 3, and we're ready to go. So it'll be Mark Pasterfield to open up for Matt's 11 once again. He opened in the first innings and made a duck. He will not want a repeat of that performance. So here we go, 66 to win for Matt's 11 as George Pineros now bowls to Mark Pasterfield. In now to full toss and it nearly bowls him first up, and Pasterfield survives by the skin of his teeth. It's an in-swinging delivery and that could not have missed the leg stump by much. Nervous start there from Pasterfield as Pineros will continue. It's a full delivery played on the leg side towards Rob al-Bashir. He's fielded it well there at short mid-wicket. Matt's 11 need a strong start here from Pasterfield. Mentioned earlier he made a duck in the first innings and they won't want him to repeat that as Pineros bowls again, and there's a solid defence there from Pasterfield who covers up his stumps well. Looking determined to right the wrongs of the first innings here, Pasterfield, and inch his side closer to the target. Final ball of George Pineros' opening over. He continues to Pasterfield against a full delivery and it's left alone outside the off stump. It was tailing back towards Pasterfield, but in the end it was a good leave. None for none. Brennan's 11 skipper to bowl the second over of the innings. So he'll come over the wicket now to Pasterfield. And now it's an in-swinging delivery and it's beaten Mark Pasterfield. All ends up. There is a massive appeal. I'm not too sure what they're appealing for. Do they think this has hit the bat? Yeah, the ball tails back. Oh, and I think that's flicked the leg. I think that's an LBW appeal, which might not be a bad shout considering that Pasterfield probably hasn't played a stroke here. Yeah, it's been given not out though. Scott will continue to Pasterfield. It's a full delivery, in-swinging delivery, and Mark keeps it out just. Yeah, he's honing in now, Scott. Looking to swing it back through the gate as he has done for most of the series. As he'll continue again to Pasterfield. He's bowled him this time, and that's the first wicket down. And Mark Pasterfield goes for a double duck in the test match. And Matt's 11 are in trouble in the run chase. 1 for none. It's the former skipper Matt White to bat at 2 as he did in the first innings for Matt's 11. He stood up in the first innings and he will need to do it again for his side. He'll have to contend with a fired up Scott. It's captain v ex-captain as Scott comes into White. It's a full delivery and White smothers it well. Kind of reared up at him there, but he's done well to keep that out. This will be a tough little period for him if he can get through this. He's scored vital runs in this test match already as Scott will bowl to him again. It's a full delivery and it's a Yorker length and he's done well to keep that out. 2 overs bowled, 1 for none. Rob El-Basher to steam in for the 3rd over of the innings. Here's he bowled to Matt White. It's a full delivery outside the off stump, and White lets it go. The impatient start here from White. He knows he just needs to weather the early storm. Into the 3rd over now, still 1 for naught, Matt's 11. As Rabs will bowl again, and it's again left outside the off stump. This series is coming to its climax. And although Brennan's 11 have dominated the series, with 1 successful run chase, Matt's 11 will retain the trophy. Rob El-Basher will continue to White. It's a full delivery, he's caught the edge, and it's just fallen short of the auto wiki. Here, Rabs was just about to turn around and appeal, but it's just bounced short, and White survives.
No, he picked a spot. That was excellent batting. Stokes kind of waited and waited, and then just thrashed it.
White opens his tally for the 2nd innings in positive fashion, as bowling will continue to him now. It's a good length delivery, and it's been well played in the end by White, who gives a nod of appreciation. Oh, that's a beautifully flighted delivery there from bowling. Matt's 11 1 for 7 in the run chase, as Nathan Hancock bowls to White now, who's forward and plays that down on the leg side. Nathan Hancock has bowled well throughout the test match, and of course picked up White's wicket in the 1st innings. So his confidence will be sky high at the moment, and he'll be backing himself here as he continues to White again, who just punches that to Scott on the offside. White will be wary of the threat Nathan Hancock poses, given his 1st innings dismissal. As Hancock bowls again. Now, oh, he's bowled him! He's chopped it on! Well, obviously he's not wary enough, because that is an error in judgment. And that is a huge wicket in the context of this match. It was too full to cut, and White has chopped it back on. 2 for 7. Hamid El-Basher comes to the crease at number 3, and he will have to face Nathan Hancock, who dismissed him for a golden duck in the 1st innings. So it's Hancock to El-Basher. Can Lightning strike twice in this test match? In now is Hancock, it's full, and it's played to Troy Hayden on the leg side. So obstacle number 1 negotiated there from Hamid El-Basher. His side will need him to crack on now and make a score. Here as Hancock continues, it's full and wide and left alone this time from El-Basher. Hancock on fire, 2 for 7.
This time it's more convincing. Not timed perfectly, but well enough.
Hamid El-Basher off the mark with a boundary. As Paneras will come into bowl now. It's a full toss and it's been hit away on the leg side for another boundary. Hamid El-Basher looks determined here in the 2nd innings. In all fairness, it wasn't a great delivery and not a great piece of fielding either. Can Hamid be the saviour for Matt's 11? Paneras will continue again. Oh, what in the fuck was that? What has happened here? Scott is on the ground. He's collapsed. Oh, it's a beautiful delivery. You keep bowling there, they won't be hitting many. El-Basher brothers to go toe-to-toe once more. A short delivery. Oh, and is that a glove? They're all up in unison. Brennan's 11. They're convinced this is out. But it's been given not out. Oh, this might be reviewed, you'd think. It's a short delivery. Oh, it's off the arm. Oh, that's a brilliant decision by the umpire. Hamid El-Basher survives a close shout there. He'll face his brother again. It's a wide delivery and it has been given a wide. That's 11 inch closer to the target. 2 for 18 now. Still requiring 48 for victory. Match 11's fans are getting right behind their side now. They sense here that they're in with a real shout. Hamid El-Basher 8 not out and to stabilise the ship. He'll face his brother again. It's a full delivery. Oh, but he's out this time. He's nicked it. Just as he did in the 1st innings, he's flashed at a wide one and he's gone. Hamid El-Basher is gone for 8 and Matt's 11 are in trouble. 3 for 18. It's the incumbent skipper, Michael Johnson, the next man to the crease. And boy, does he have a job ahead of him. Still requiring 48 for victory. And if ever he needed to stand up and hit a captain's knock, it's now. He'll have to contend with Rob El-Basher, who dismissed him with a perler in the 1st innings. It's El-Basher into Johnson, and he leaves it outside the off stump. Johnson's scores this season haven't really reflected his talent. Been sparkling with the ball and in the field for his side, but now needs to stand up with the bat. Here as Rob El-Basher will bowl again to him now. It's a full delivery and it's gone down the leg side. It's a massive appeal. Oh, it's been given! He's been strangled down the leg side again! No review from Johnson, so he's clearly hit it. And yeah, it's hit the auto wiki. 4 for 18 now his side. Big drama. Daniel Hancock is the new man to the crease. That's 11, 4 for 18, still requiring 48 for victory. And the youngster will have to do something special. He'll face his brother Nathan Hancock for his first delivery. Comes in now, it's a good length delivery, and Daniel just plays that on the leg side. And the youngster definitely has the talent. But this is going to be a big ask for him now. And you'd have to say that Brennan's 11 are odds on to wrap up the series here. They are in a great position. Nathan will continue to his brother Daniel. A short delivery on, it's been played on the offside brilliantly there from Daniel. It's got past Pineros there at short cover. Oh, it's through his legs. Positive start from the youngster. It'll be Troy Hayden now to bowl to him. It's a rising delivery on, I think this has hit the glove, and it's gone over the fence. Another one down for Matt's 11. The 5th wicket down. It's a rising delivery. He has not been able to get over the top of it there, young Daniel. It's hit the glove and he's out over the fence. Dropping like flies here are Matt's 11 in the run chase. And it's the first innings hero, Jack Sullivan, who comes to the crease. And if he can repeat his first innings heroics, they're in with a shout. If he can't, well, they're fucked. I think we know how Jack will approach this. He only knows one way. It worked for him in the first innings, and why not have a crack in the second? He has nothing to lose with his side, 5 for 23, and in big, big trouble. So it's Troy Hayden who will go over the wicket now to Jack Sullivan. Then he comes out, it's a full delivery. Oh, and it's hit straight at Gavin Merrifield, who is down. That was travelling at a rate of knots. Oh, that's hit him in the inner thigh and narrowly missed the crown jewels. Hayden will continue to Sullivan again. It's a full delivery and it's hit away on the leg side for a boundary. Jack has started positively again. Can he do it for his side? They require 39. It's the skipper Scott who will bowl over the wicket now to Jack Sullivan. It's a good length delivery which catches the edge. Jack Sullivan goes and Brennan's 11 are 1 wicket away from the series. Jack Sullivan cannot repeat his first innings heroics. And it all rests on one man now. And that man is Patrick McGregor. The last hope for his side has been a consistent contributor for Matt's 11 down the order for the series. And they'll need him to continue that big time now. But it's Scott into Pat McGregor. Can he wrap it up? In now, it's an outswinging delivery, which Pat McGregor watches carefully.
Now he drives, Stokes, not quite out of the middle. He's looking aggressive. Outfield's quick, and Rogers doesn't get there.
That's a really good shot. They've got protection square of the wicket, but if you get it either side, you'll get a 4.
31 required for victory now as Matt's 11's fans have found their voice. Pat McGregor out of the blocks on 8. Here is Gavin Merrifield will bowl around the wicket to him now. Then now it's a short delivery and that's hit for another boundary. Is it? Oh, I'm not sure if it is. I think it's been stopped there from Josh Bolling. Oh, Nathan Hancock is pointing to the support beam of the fence. Yeah, and it's hit. It has hit that, and that's in front of the boundary. Unlucky. McGregor needs to keep his composure as he'll face Merrifield again. Oh, it's all over! This one is scooted straight through from Merrifield, and Brennan's 11 go nuts as they wrap up the series. McGregor stands crestfallen at the striker's end, but you've got to say it was only a matter of time. Yeah, it stayed a little low and crashes into the leg stump. Brennan's 11 champions. So a fitting end to what's been a dominant performance in the Test series from Brennan's 11. They have won this deciding Test match comfortably in the end by 30 runs, sealing a 2-0 series victory. The man of the match is Rob El-Basha, who made runs in both innings and took vital wickets throughout the match. But the man of the series is George Pineros. What a turnaround from last year. He had a truly fantastic series.
Ready?
It's Brennan's 11's title, and after being whitewashed last season, they've bounced back with this series victory. To all our viewers, we hope you enjoyed this year's Test series as we look forward to the Australia Day T20 Big Bash. It's bye for now.